Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And welcome to Keep It Quick, your latest local news and weather commercial free in about 15 minutes or less. We're going to jump right over into weather because, Jefferson, we have a little bit of rain yesterday, some sunshine today, and then we get back into that pattern of rain.
Yeah, we are going to have some very active weather on the way. Today is going to be a beautiful day. Passing clouds and sunshine. Temperatures are going to be near average. Wind is going to be pretty light as we do progress through the afternoon. But as we do work our way through Tuesday, through the rest of the work week, we are going to be looking at some very soggy weather conditions. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all featuring very soggy weather conditions. I mentioned the rest of the work week. For many folks, this is a holiday week as we get towards Thanksgiving Day proper. Still looking at all of that rainfall. And then there is going to be periods of heavy mountain snow as well. I know there's a lot of travel that will be done as we go through this week. I will tell you what day will feature the worst travel weather coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. Washington State troopers are blaming a truck driver for causing a crash on Highway 395 that shut down one lane of traffic Friday. It happened just before 12:30 north of the Country Mercantile. A semi-truck collided with a pickup, pulling a piece of farming equipment, and then hit another vehicle. The drivers of the pickup and the second vehicle hit weren't hurt, but the driver of the semi was taken to the hospital after he was trapped inside of his truck.
Cars are one thing. We practice on cars a lot at the junkyard, cutting the posts and rolling the dash off the frame. But with a semi-truck like this one, there's a lot of fiberglass, there's a lot of steel, wires, cables, and a bigger battery bank than a car.
Now, after around 20 minutes, firefighters were able to get the truck driver out of the cab of his vehicle. Investigators say he failed to yield the right-of-way and is being charged with negligent driving. Meanwhile, state troopers want to remind you to slow down and move over when approaching traffic incidents. Take a look at this dash cam video posted by WSP. It shows an SUV hitting both the trooper's car and a tow truck down the road. Thankfully, no one was injured in this crash, but they say incidents like this should serve as an important reminder to move over one lane if you see first responders or construction workers on the side of the road. If you can't move over, slow down to at least 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. On to some continuing coverage this morning. Officials say the search for the missing Umatilla tribal member is now shifting away from the Umatilla River. Tribal police say new drone searches were carried out in 3 land-based areas not previously checked in the search for Wesley Dixon Jones, helping them rule out fields with tall grass. The 71-year-old was last seen October 5th along East Short Mile Road. He disappeared after the vehicle he was in returned without any trace of him. Search efforts remain active, and authorities are urging anyone with information to contact Umatilla Tribal Police. On to some state news this morning. BP crews are working to identify the source of a leak at a major Pacific Northwest fuel pipeline. The Olympic pipeline has been shut down for a week, leading to concerns of potential fuel shortage for planes. There were no flight disruptions at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport Saturday, but ABC aviation analyst John Dance has warned of a potential domino effect.
I wouldn't characterize it as dire yet, but this could actually get to that point if it goes on too long.
Now, Washington Senator Maria Cantwell is demanding BP address what caused the leak and when it was last inspected. BP hasn't said how big the leak may be. A little bit closer to home this morning, the foundation at Kittitas Valley Health has contributed more than $630,000 to KVH, marking one of its largest annual investments. KIMA's Aiden Connor spoke with the CEO about what this funding means for the hospital and how those dollars will be put to use.
Kittitas Valley Health looks to better their services all across the board with the recent investment made by the hospital's foundation.
The money is allocated by the board, so we work with the board to suggest equipment that the organization needs to modernize our services throughout the organization. So we went through all the departments, talked to the managers of some of their needs that they have within the services and that they provide, and the board of the foundation selected the equipment to support this year.
The money was raised through several different events hosted by the hospital this year.
This money was accumulated this year from campaigns to raise the funds, from our annual gala to our different fundraisers, Tough Enough to Wear Pink, the Gobble Wobble, and then also from our endowment from the KVH board, raising money every year and growing its endowment fund.
The hospital looks to improve in many different areas, but the largest contribution comes outside of the hospital building itself.
The biggest contribution that this money is going towards is a new ambulance up in Upper County. So we partner with Hospital District 2's Medic 1, and we got a large donation of $200,000 to support a new ambulance in the Upper County region. Outside of that, we are supporting equipment throughout the organization from Lower County to Upper County amongst almost all divisions of service we provide.
Adler says that a goal of the hospital is to provide premier care locally and that the money will help modernize the hospital as a whole. Reporting for Action News, I'm Aiden Connor.
Aiden Connor, thank you. Now, the new ambulance Adler mentioned will serve the Cle Elum area in honor of Dr. Hugh Adams. And in continuing some health news, a new cutting-edge tool to help detect breast cancer earlier is now being offered at Cadillac. The new contrast-enhanced mammography system combines traditional, digital, and 3D mammography with a special contrast dye, making it easier to spot potentially cancerous growths. Leaders at Cadillac say this is especially helpful for patients with dense breast tissue.
1 in 8 women will receive a breast cancer diagnosis in their lifetime. And so it's so important to have technology like this that identifies it well before even a standard mammogram might.
The system, which was made possible thanks to $150,000 in contributions from donors and local fundraising events, is available at Cadillac for patients referred by their physician. A new gathering spot for food lovers in Pasco is officially open. Summer's Hub of Pasco held its grand opening Friday, bringing a growing regional brand to a second location. The new food truck hub in the parking lot of Geisa Stadium is modeled after the owner's first successful site, Summer's Hub of Kennewick, which has become a popular stop for families and foodies.
Just being back really miles away from where my family grew up is special, is really special. And Pasco needed a place like this.
This is where we've been to watch our kids play soccer. This is where we've parked to go to Dust Devils games. And it has a lot of personal meaning to us.
Now, the new food truck hub can support up to 26 different food vendors and will host a wide array of activities throughout the year, similar to the Kennewick location. And with that, we'll jump right over to meteorologist Jefferson Donovan to talk the weather for today. Jefferson, it seems like today may be the best day for folks who want to check out the new hub.
Yeah, today is going to be an excellent day of weather to get outdoors. I know this morning we were facing a little bit of wind. It's also a bit cool this morning, but by this afternoon, weather conditions will be generally pleasant around the region with passing clouds and sunshine and temperatures that are going to be a few degrees above average in most cases. Highs today for the Tri-Cities will be climbing into the low 50s. Anticipate upper 40s to low 50s in the Yakima Valley today. Mid to upper 40s coming for the Kittitas Valley with daytime high temperatures today into the upper 40s for the Blue Mountain foothills. Again, as everybody does see passing clouds and sunshine overhead. Pretty beautiful weather conditions in general. Now that is going to change as we go into the next couple of days. We're going to see not only cooler temperatures, but also active weather back to our area. On Tuesday, highs will only range from the upper 30s to low 40s with increasing rain chances. And in fact, in the Kittitas Valley, maybe a rain and snow mix at times. As we go into Wednesday, still looking at cool temperatures only ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s, and there will still be a fair amount of rain in place too. So let's jump into the Storm Tracker Futurecast. Lots to get to as we go into Tuesday afternoon. We are going to see that precipitation starting to enter the inland northwest with some very heavy snow coming for the Cascades. We also could see that rain and snow mix at times, if not just light snowfall through the Kittitas Valley. Also by Tuesday afternoon, seeing some snow falling in the Blue Mountains. As we go into Tuesday evening, still looking at widespread precipitation around the entire region. Still some very heavy snow falling in the Cascades. Still looking at that snow falling in the Blues with some snow, if not a rain-snow mix on Tuesday evening for the Kittitas Valley. As we progress into Wednesday, though, you'll notice something interesting. We're still holding on to widespread precipitation, but we will see a transition from snowfall to just rainfall in the Cascades. That's going to be true for the Blue Mountains as well. That's because snow levels on Wednesday afternoon are going to be climbing so high. And then as we go into Thanksgiving Thursday, still looking at a fair amount of precipitation in our general region before things start to clear out on Black Friday, and we will generally be dry as we do go through the next weekend. Now let's talk about some of that snow that's coming tomorrow. I know it's a big travel holiday, so let's just kind of walk through your mountain travel forecast. Let's look at the snow levels because this paints a pretty good story. As we go through the day on Tuesday, snow levels are going to be rising, but by Tuesday evening, we're still going to be looking at snow levels only at about 3,500 feet. So all of our mountains will continue to pick up snowfall. I would say that in most cases for all of our mountains, for the Cascades and the Blues, I would say between 5 and 10 inches of snow is a pretty good bet. Now, as we get towards Wednesday morning, snow levels will be up to around 4,500 feet. So our lower passes will start to clear out of that snow, but there will still be some snow for our higher elevation passes. By Wednesday afternoon, though, all of our mountain passes will be in the clear when it does come to snowfall. So to just kind of summarize a nice summary of what I was just saying today, really nothing too terrible. There was a bit of snow in the morning, which is why I have it in that yellow category. But by this afternoon, snow is going to be clear. Tuesday, though, Tuesday is going to be a terrible day for travel over all of our mountain passes. If you can hold off just 24 hours, by Wednesday and Thursday, there's just going to be some minor inconveniences. But in terms of travel weather over our mountains, Tuesday is certainly going to be the snowiest day. Right now, I'm going to toss it back over to Dave.
Thanks, Jefferson. Just in time for the holidays and for the first time in the Tri-Cities, a set of giving machines have been installed. KEPR's Aidan Whitaker tells us what they are and how they work to benefit the community.
This might look like an ordinary vending machine, but you can't physically take anything from it. Instead, it offers a fun way to donate to local nonprofits, directly benefiting the most vulnerable in our community.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints builds the machines, and then we make an application that the Tri-Cities would be a great place with their generosity to host a giving machine.
A total of 5 local nonprofits were selected this year to participate. Each nonprofit has filled the vending machine with specific services that you can purchase for donation.
This initiative through the giving machine helps us to cover some of those hard costs and provide supplies to people to help them manage their health care. So there are dental kits and there are dental services then that we can provide. We can help people manage their diabetes and their high blood pressure, and those are all items that can be purchased, air quote, purchased through the giving machine and then donated to people in need in our community.
It isn't even so much the amount of money that we're collecting. It's the ability of families with children and grandchildren to go up to this machine and even for $5 or $20 or $60, pick something that can be meaningful to someone. That's the blessing and the greatness of the giving machine.
The giving machine will be at the Richland Fairchild Cinema until December 10th. Reporting in Richland, Aidan Whitaker, Action News.
KEPR's Aidan Whitaker, thank you. The giving machine will be open during theater hours and features daily performances from local artists. Some say there may even be an appearance from Santa. And preparations are underway for the arrival of the Yakima Community Christmas tree tomorrow. The tree is expected to be transported between 10:30 and 11:30 a.m. before being placed at Millennium Plaza in front of the Capitol Theater at around 12:30 p.m. The official tree lighting ceremony is set for December 7th. That's a Sunday. For details on traffic impacts and parking during the tree's move, you can visit our website, KIMATV.com. And finally, Yakima welcomed Santa to the Valley Mall over the weekend, and he was busy hearing Christmas wishes and posing for photos. KIMA's Aidan Connor stopped by to meet Santa, as well as his team of helpers, to get a preview of what families can expect at the mall throughout the holiday season.
With the holiday season approaching, the Valley Mall kicked off the festivities, welcoming Santa to the Yakima area.
It's never too early for Christmas. I think it's one that, when we get to celebrate something and have a great time, it's never too early for that.
Valley Mall Marketing Director Jacob Butler says that the best part of the Santa arrival is the joy that it brings to the children.
That is one of my favorite parts. So when everybody is looking at Santa, in that moment, I'm looking out at the crowd, because seeing the kids when they get to see Santa, sometimes it's their first time seeing the arrival party, or they just finally have hit that age where it has a little bit more impact. You just see the twinkle and the magic just wash over them as they get to see Santa.
Butler says that the Santa arrival party is one of the mall's biggest hits annually, providing some fun activities like writing letters to Santa, pictures with Santa, and a 360 photo booth.
Santa arrival party is definitely one of our largest events of the year. There's a lot of moving parts too between our stage components and getting him in here for the photos and making sure that we have all kinds of fun and free activities for families. So it's definitely our biggest one of the year, but it's not our only one of the year. So we do have a lot of holiday programming coming up for the rest of the season.
Even the Grinch made an appearance to celebrate the arrival of his biggest foe.
Well, the Grinch usually makes it his mission to steal Christmas, but this year he insisted on Santa having a little bit more fun. How are we feeling about Christmas?
Well, I usually hate it, if I'm being honest, but I suppose today I decided to be nice.
That's not your favorite thing, right?
No, of course not.
The Grinch received mixed reviews from his friends.
I don't even know why we're here with him. Honestly, he's being really rude to everybody here.
You guys think he's being rude?
Just a bit. I mean, really.
Not at all. After I gave him the socks, he was all happy.
So he's feeling a little bit more Christmas cheer this year.
Well, I really hope so.
Whether the Grinch likes it or not, the holiday season is upon us, and the Santa arrival party is a preview of many more Valley Mall Christmas events to come. Reporting for Action News, I'm Aiden Connor, but I'll let Santa's helpers carol this one out.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open.
Aiden Connor, thank you. And for the Valley Mall's calendar of Christmas events to come, you can visit shop@valleymall.com/events. But that does it for us. Thank you for watching this episode of Keeper Quick. For more local news and weather, you can head over to our websites. That's Keeper and KIMATV.com, as well as our Facebook pages. But while you're here, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with our latest mini newscasts Monday through Friday. Have a fantastic start to your week, everybody.